he watched the movie, so he gets sucked back in the TV. This is not. He doesn't suck anyone's dick. He doesn't suck anyone's dick. Hey! Hello, everybody, and welcome back to BadTakeDelete podcast. It's me.
It's not a podcast, actually. We stopped calling it that.
Fuck you. I can call it whatever I want. Listen, welcome back to the BadTakeDelete showcast.
I mean, we keep referring to it as a podcast privately, but that's not what it fucking is.
It's a showcast. We're just, that meme with the three guys around those three 12-year-olds around the table?
Yeah, discussing
Fortnite's still good.
I mean,
That's
tomorrow is Fortnite, the new chapter. Are you gonna play it?
No.
Okay.
I will.
Anyway, we forgot to say. So you're Dev, you're JJ, I'm Ryan.
Well, that's the spirit of Dev.
That's the spirit
Her
of Dev.
body is completely
Yeah,
destroyed.
I'm a little stiff at the moment.
His
Oh
body
my
got
God.
destroyed in a terrible chemical accident.
I guys talk to HR. You're pretty stiff right now. I really don't feel comfortable right now, actually. No, we had some technical issues that we're legally not allowed to say why program-wise.
Speculate in the comments what you think it is.
Comment below. But no, I'm actually back from vacation from a wedding that I mentioned previously.
Yeah, he's back from getting married.
Yeah, me specifically.
Congrats.
I know when I said that, 2 people in the server were like, "Oh, Doven's getting married." I'm like, I didn't specify that. I just said I'm going to a wedding.
No, you replied with no, and then a sad Superman sticker.
And someone's like, "You'll get married one day," and it's like, "Thanks, thank you for that." But no, we had a joke in the last show. The last show
Episode.
that the episode. I was about to say podcast is a joke, but no, I didn't want to perpetuate the cast. That I would lose my arm or die, but I got something worse. Not really worse. So I went up north because that's where the wedding was. My brother's wedding. Just so you know that I have a brother. It's canonical now, and that he lives up north.
I always thought you were an only child. You give off only child energy.
You do.
Yeah? In what way?
I don't know. It's just like your office space seems like, all right, that's where all the money went. That's where all the parents' love and attention went.
That was all my money that I spent.
No, I don't know.
You were saying about going up north?
So I went up north, and around the time of the wedding, I saw like 2 more friends. I don't know, I was fucking stuttering. 2 of the friends I was supposed to see at the wedding, not at the wedding, previously before the wedding, I couldn't see because they got the norovirus. And I was like, okay, I guess I won't see them. Now this is a stomach flu, a stomach bug in the north and like the UK or whatever. And cut to the day of my flight. I had to fly from the place to Washington. Still not gonna say where it is, just blah blah blah. It's not Washington, I'll tell you that. Washington and then Washington to Texas. On the Washington flight, like in the terminal, I started throwing up a bit. Spoiler for grossness. Not good.
Yikes.
I mean,
Ew.
Get your BadTakeDelete vomit bags ready, guys.
To preface, throughout this whole story, none of it got on me, nor around me. I'm gonna clarify
your own
that.
vomit?
Like
Yeah, no.
Pulp Fiction.
Well, I mean, that's normal though.
No,
You're not like a baby.
Sometimes it would, not if you, have you never uncontrollably throw up? You ever done that?
No, I have
It's
a
called
very strong
uncontrolled.
stomach.
Not if you get this thing.
It's called being part French.
Oh god, that's, I mean, there's at least some benefit. But no, I got on the plane, even though I had like a nice, awful 30 minutes before the flight, just throwing up in the bathroom a lot. And they let me on because I looked normal.
So wait, hold on,
Wait,
Yeah.
you look normal?
I look normal, very normal.
That's news to me.
Just to put into perspective, you have like this mysterious, terrible illness that just strikes you at the airport. You're like, I'm gonna go on that plane and give it to everyone.
Well, not give it to everyone, because the only way to get this virus...
Only some people.
Just a select few, the loud kids in the front.
The
only way
lucky
to get the
lottery
virus
few.
is if you like touch me and then touch your mouth or eyes. Do you do that a lot? Do you hug someone and go, my mouth, I'm ready for that shit?
You're
Do you
want to admit this?
Anyways, that's my wedding. Oh yeah, the wedding was nice also, but that wasn't the most important part. I mean, the wedding's a wedding.
Not to you.
There's good food, I'll tell you that. Yeah.
I just can't believe you would admit all of this.
Why?
On live TV.
On live TV.
If you guys ever go on a plane with Ryan over here, and you see his face is ghastly white, and you ask him to his face, do you have some kind of illness I should know about? And he starts reaching for your eyes. Run.
I'm going. I get nauseous on planes. No, because
he starts reaching for your eye.
Your arm starts falling off, like it's like rotting, and you're like, yeah, sorry, I get nauseous.
You develop leprosy in an instant.
Yeah, I get nauseous on fly. You contract leprosy.
You know what doesn't have spirit anymore?
What?
Rooster Teeth.
Oh.
This happened yesterday, actually.
Low
You wanna go
blow.
into it, JJ?
Too soon.
Is it too soon or is it too late? Because what if someone listens to this 5 years in the future?
I'm
Too
gonna be honest
late.
with you.
Yeah.
I don't think Rooster Teeth has been a conscious speck in my brain for like 5 years.
Yeah?
So like hearing
I'd
they're
say
dead.
8 years for me.
Yeah. So hearing they were shut down was like, okay.
Well, I know some animator, like I'm mutuals with like an animator or two from them, so like I'm sad that it's gone, you know. But also, I never watched Ruby. It wasn't my thing. I didn't really watch Red versus Blue. The only thing I watched as a kid was like those Rooster Teeth animated podcasts, but not the actual podcasts. Kind of weird thinking that we're doing a fucking podcast thing now. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, and we're so animated.
Yeah, it's look at this.
Look at me go.
Look at her. Oh my god.
Whoa.
I'm doing a backflip.
Yeah, buddy.
You got that Rooster Teeth budget.
Yeah. And so when everyone heard about this, because we found out that it was purchased by Warner Media, and I was telling JJ about this, and he was like, what about Ruby? What about Ruby? And I was like, don't
That wasn't
worry.
exactly the conversation we had. I feel like there's some creative liberties you're taking.
I had to take out all the slurs
Fair enough.
against Master Chief.
Against Master Chief.
And then
Yeah. Wait,
Master
is
Chief.
he in Ruby?
Sure,
Is
I know
Master Chief in
Superman's in Ruby.
Yeah, I saw that. So that's like, you know, anything goes at this point. Rick and Morty episode. I don't know.
If they don't make more Ruby, the Ruby crossover with Justice League is gonna be the last canonical thing.
I saw that. They just made him twinks.
Yeah, it's very weird.
I know shit
Interesting.
I
about
liked it a
Ruby.
lot.
Even the Amazonians, it's like she's not a twink, she's buff. She's an Amazonian.
They made Superman look like he came off the cast of Glee.
I would give it if it was like Superman from the alternate universe where was it the American government captured him and they kept him away from sunlight. That can be a twink Superman because he literally has no sun powers. That can work.
Yeah, that's normally anyone in this world that's a twink is normally just because they didn't have a lot of exposure to the sun.
Yeah, basically.
That's
so.
the scientific research.
Can confirm. I rarely go outside, and I'm really Twinkie.
You're very Twinkie. Do they have Twinkies in France?
I don't know because I hate
Gateway.
Twinkies, so I don't go out and look for them.
Oh.
It's a possibility
unfortunate.
though.
What would
I
you
can
call
ask
them in
my
French?
boyfriend.
Make
Ooh,
up a-
speaking of my boyfriend, we finally watched Hazbin Hotel.
What did you guys
so
think
now
of
I'm
it?
all caught up. He loved it. He absolutely adores it. He's like he memorized all the songs already. He has them all saved on his
course
little
he has.
music app. He really wants to play the Hell is Forever song. He wants to play that on his guitar. He's gonna practice that. I thought it was pretty good, and I'm kind of mad at like the sort of headline criticism that I saw online about it. I thought it was kind of like unfair and an unfair interpretation of the stuff that happened in the show. And yeah.
It's gonna be a very small thing. I just noticed whenever my character blinks, my glasses show slightly more. Like it's like a little dot. I'll have to zoom in and show you, but I'm gonna have to fix that. Yeah, no. We were talking about the song, the Loser's Baby song, and also the scene with what was his name, Serpentious, that people brought out of proportion.
Mario.
Which
The
what?
scene where he
Which
gets
scene?
sexually assaulted.
That's not.
Waluigi.
Well,
Serpentious?
if you're talking about the like, oh, I'm buying shots for everyone. Oh, I'm having
that one.
sex with everyone. If you're talking about that, then yeah, I remember you mentioning that.
What'd you think of it?
I didn't really see anything wrong with that. I understand why some people might view it as kind of hypocritical because you know, like the episode before, we're supposed to take sexual assault as like this very serious thing. We're supposed to sympathize with this character because he's going through this really terrible thing, and then in the next episode we're kind of like making jokes about it, and it's like I don't really see it as problematic, but I understand why other people would have an issue with it because it's kind of it's contrasting ideals, I guess.
I could see that.
You want to
Yeah.
ask me what I think of it?
You
No.
didn't watch it.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
What do you
Yeah.
think?
I
If
will
it was so
say-
good, why didn't you see it, JJ?
Because I was busy catching up on Ruby.
Oh yeah, you like that show a
I
lot.
love Ruby. I love
The racism allegory.
Ruby and the others.
Rue and V.
Are they
Also-
separate characters?
Yeah, Ruby. They're 4 different characters.
Wait, you don't even know?
I watched like the first episode when it was animated in like Gmod, and
Oh.
then none of the rest.
They were not animated in Gmod, but close enough.
I know.
I know
You're
nothing
being
about
silly.
Ruby.
You're being funny.
Like,
Being
at
silly.
all. Back to Hazbin Hotel though. I
Yeah.
will say I saw a lot of people talking about the Loser's Baby song, and they were like, oh, they're comparing being sexually assaulted to being an alcoholic. And that's what I was thinking going into the show, that like that's what the musical number was about. But then I actually watched the episode and the musical number, and it's like, no, that's like a really uncharitable, not even uncharitable, that's very misleading to take away from it, because the song is clearly about how they both sold their souls to demons, and they're both at the whim of these more powerful demons, and there's nothing they can do about it.
Well, they show the
and it
chain
was
stuff
their
later
choice.
in a different episode for Husk.
Yeah, and like it was also shown that like they chose to sell their souls to these people. So like I can kind of see like why they would call each other losers, or why they would frame it as like a loser thing, because you know like the in terms of like if you were to frame it under like a sexual assault like allegory, there or like a more direct allegory for like real people who suffer through sexual assault and things like that. There are like real people who experience like victim blaming, and I can see this song as like a way of like two characters kind of relating to that feeling of like blaming themselves for the situation that they're in, even though it's not their fault. It's the fault of these demons, like, you know, abusing them and controlling them in this way. And I liked the song, and I thought it was meaningful and cool, and I don't really see anything problematic with it at all.
So the detractors were the loser babies all along.
Loser babies.
I just really think that I remember seeing this like quote tweet somewhere where it was like people were acting like the show like murdered their grandma, when like most normal people who watch it came away with like, it's a pretty alright show. And it's like, that's how I feel about it. I think it's a pretty alright show, and some of the headline criticism that I saw about it was really
that's so good, what would
baseless.
Say. Yeah, because people didn't actually watch it.
That's a hell of a boss, you know?
Hell of a boss, baby. But you know what isn't a hell of a boss?
What?
The fact that Yuzu, that one emulator, is canceled and gone forever because Nintendo sued them and won.
People are so upset about that. I think it's the dumbest thing. It was a given this shit was gonna get new.
Yeah, why?
So just for those who don't understand, the Yuzu, what was it called?
Yuzu.
Yeah, Yuzu is an emulator for the Switch, and it was you know it became a little bit more popular recently because like when they had the recent Zelda game, they had that leaked, and people were just playing it on the emulator.
Yeah.
You know, and they're like, this is gonna work forever. And then I think they had that game specifically. The emulator had it behind a Patreon, right?
Yeah.
So immediately now they're charging people for a game they don't legally own before it gets released, and then they get nuked, and people are just like calling like foul play as if that's not. Oh yeah, please, this is an amazing story. Take it away, right?
There's even more cracked code that they shouldn't have had in the first place. Like if you know, for PS2 emulators, the emulator is fine. The BIOS is not. Yeah. And so if you include the BIOS with the emulator, that's illegal because that's copyrighted code. That's basically what they did, and they charge people money for it.
but explain how this got, explain how the spotlight came on it.
So besides the many articles from Kotaku and all those places that were like, look at this cool emulator that runs the Switch better, one case comes from one guy who has Windows 7 who sent 93 emails to Nintendo because he kept complaining that the Yuzu emulator wouldn't work on Windows 7. And it's like, buddy, you gotta upgrade sometime.
You better still be rocking that 7 right now.
I hope he's still rocking. No, if you're going to a small tangent. When Windows 8.1 came out and I switched to that, I was like, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'll manage. Except for Dev. She uses Mac OS.
Yeah, I'm a stinky Mac user.
Gross.
Yeah, don't worry. There'll be other Switch emulators that you can just use. Ones that are better, ones that are free. We're only saying it to dump your own ROMs.
Yeah, you have to own the game to play it, you know?
Yeah.
You know what you know?
You have to own it.
Yeah,
nothing else.
You have to own it.
But guess what JJ owns?
What?
Uh-oh.
He owns a Steam Deck. Steam Deck. What do you think?
I got
of it?
my Steam Deck. This shit's awesome. I made a really stupid purchase at random.
Yeah.
Thank you, GamerSups. So
not sponsored. The sponsor is the channel.
Not sponsored. Code Salad. But I got bleeped, I'm sure. No. I got a Steam Deck because I've just been thinking about it for a while, and as I'm waiting for it, I'm realizing I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna actually use it for? Because like I'm so bad. I did not have a console game growing up. I had the Game Boy, the Nintendo, and I had a Wii for like a year.
That sounds like, what do you mean for a year? Where'd it go?
It just vanished. We had it, and then it was lost, and we found it again recently. But by this point, it's been too far gone.
Yeah,
the guys are shut.
Wild.
Yeah, I don't even recognize it anymore.
Yeah,
it's gone through so many changes.
It's even red.
Yeah.
I don't know how you get the red one. You get the white one originally.
I don't even know. It was white at one point. Went through some kind of metamorphosis of some kind. I don't know. I found some sheddings. But the point is that I didn't have any with that. So like I'm already ass with the controller. Yeah. Luckily, there's the Yakuza games.
Oh yeah, baby.
Which real Yakuza use a gamepad, as everyone knows.
Real Yakuza use gamepad. Yeah, I'm not too much of a controller gamer.
No,
not really.
What?
Are you a gamer?
I don't play console games. I'm a stinky League of Legends player, but I haven't been playing League of Legends lately. Instead, I've actually been playing Teamfight Tactics because the new set.
What is that game?
It's like an auto chess battler. It's like a strategy game. You like have units with traits, and you can make like a team with those matching traits, and they fight each other. And it's a really good game. I definitely recommend it. It's free. And the new set 11 came out on PBE servers. And I've been just like spam playing that whenever I get access through the big ass queue, because there's a lot of people who love TFT and love playing on PBE, so it takes a couple hours to really get on the servers. Wow. But I really do love it. It's great. They actually the set before this one, which is set 10, they so before they would do sets and then set 0.5s, where they would make like a completely new team, and then this 0.5 is like they get rid of half of the stuff from the they would get rid of half of the traits and then bring on new characters, some with existing traits, some with completely new traits. But they got rid of that in set 10, so it was only set 10 for 6 months, which is like wild, because normally they only do it for 3 months. So they did set 10 for 6 months, and it was great. It was fantastic. It was an amazing set, with like new stuff and new mechanics, and like music based on which trait that you had on your board. Like the music would change with each trait. It was fucking awesome. And I was worried that set 11 wouldn't like live up to that. Like maybe it would like kind of go down. But surprisingly, set 11 is still like pretty fucking good. And like TFT is one of those games where each update is like better than the last, and better and better and better. And I love seeing it. It's fucking fantastic. I would absolutely recommend playing the game.
Sounds pretty
well, maybe I
interesting.
can check it out. Yeah.
Yeah, you should. If you like strategy games, definitely play TFT.
Honestly, another game that I would recommend, which is, a little indie game, you might not have heard of it, the Helldivers. I don't know, Ryan, if you've been up on that.
What the fuck was that? I'm sorry.
What was that thunder. That's thunder near
Wild.
Because it's raining.
Oh.
That was thunder?
Yeah.
Thought you knocked over something.
You knocked over a garbage bin.
No.
There's a raccoon in the garage.
You're a fraud.
I recognize the name Helldivers, but what is it?
So Helldivers it's a game that came out recently. It's like a PvE thing. You drop in, fight aliens and robots and shit, whatever. You can call in fucking napalm strikes, flamethrowers, nukes. It's very insane. And the game devs did not expect for the game to explode. They probably expected like maybe 100,000 people max. It's like 400,000 people playing right now.
Wow.
They had to buy new servers to catch up with the consumer, and now I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like everywhere I look online, I just bump into a video or someone complaining about it or trying to get on. I played today with this guy from fucking I don't even know where, speaking Japanese, and then he blew me up and left immediately, because you can kill your other teammates. He just was like arguing with his wife or something, and then he blows me up, and then he screams, and then he leaves. Just left bewildered.
Wild.
Yeah, I never played the game, so I don't have any frame of reference to any of
You
that.
gotta check it out.
I can't even imagine what it looks like. I'm imagining like that fucking whatever game XQC was playing when he threw that molly at his teammate.
Oh no.
Well, imagine Mario, and then it's like nothing like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's like the opposite end of the spectrum.
Yeah, I have a perfect image in my head now.
I imagine you actually have like the exact correct idea of what it looks like.
It would be pretty funny.
Exact correct
That'd be
idea.
awesome.
You know what we gotta do?
It's just Luigi.
Well, I know what we don't need to do
Yeah.
What?
is answer comments and questions.
Oh, I think that's where we're about
But
to
I
do,
love
actually.
No, we don't
doing
have
that.
to though.
We don't have to, but we're
Yes,
going
we
We
to.
don't
do.
have to.
Yes, we do. It's literally my favorite fucking part.
So I asked some people about Rooster Teeth, shutting down your favorite shows. So I'm just gonna read some of the comments from the YouTube channel first. Scarb1984. I really enjoyed Red vs. Blue growing up, and although I don't like Ruby, I was excited when it was announced. Shame to see them gone, but I'll never forget the joy they brought me, as I got to meet some of my closest friends through them.
You'll
Aw,
How
that's
cute.
sweet.
Yeah, you'll forget them. Fucking forget
It'll
them.
all fade away.
One day.
They'll all
it'll
fade
It'll
away.
all like sand in the wind.
They're like, you know what, Rooster Teeth's gone? I'm gonna stop being this guy's friend. That was the glue holding us together.
Oh, that's sad.
It was a good 21 years, for Rooster Teeth.
Well, now that they shut down Rooster Teeth, it's gonna be like that clip of SpongeBob where Mr. Krabs like sucks back the TV you were watching with his remote.
Mr. Krabs sucks
Completely-
what?
Have you
He
never seen
sucks
that
off.
clip of him? No. He's putting words in my mouth. Hold on.
Yep.
Listen, you never seen that clip of SpongeBob where Mr. Krabs like hits a remote and then like the TV, like the thing gets like the guys, he watched the movie, so it gets sucked back in the TV. This is not. He doesn't suck anyone's dick. He doesn't
Yeah.
suck anyone's dick.
Are you talking about when he's like, I wasn't dreaming, and then he goes out and then
Yes,
he like takes
yes,
everything away from everyone,
yes.
and then someone was watching TV and then he presses the
Yes.
remote and all the TV stuff that the
Yes.
guy watched goes back into the TV.
Yes. So there was no.
Okay,
there's no
I know what you're
cock and
talking
balls.
about
There was
now.
nothing. Ryan is a fucking fraud.
Oh my God,
Trying to
like-
ruin my career.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah,
Oh,
Mr. Krabs sucks dick, and then that happens.
No!
But yeah, I remember that. From
No!
OD25. Damn, I gotta say. Or okay, they said damn. I gotta say, Camp was probably my favorite animation series on YouTube when I first saw it. Sad to see it end like this.
What was
Side
Is that
note,
the one that swears?
Camp. Yeah,
Camp,
it's like
Camp?
yeah, Camp.
Yeah.
But side note, now that the Zoos come, what does it mean about Death Battle? They're owned by Rooster Teeth, so does that mean the show ends with it? Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing that's still
Wow.
active is the podcast network for some reason. Like that's still active.
Can't kill it.
Wild.
But like I said before to him, JJ, Ruby, and all the IPs like Genlock are still can be auctioned off to other people.
So you're saying I
that's-
could buy it?
There is a chance, I'll say.
Hope you
There's
guys
a
like
chance.
Impact font.
Right here, Wild Dog 333. I think of all the shows, Death Battle is my favorite. I love exploring the hypotheticals of all sorts of fictional characters. Also, Death Battle between Val and JJ. Who wins? Who wins?
Not
She's cardboard
me.
right now.
Yeah, I think you win
Not
easily.
I have defeated cardboard multiple times. In my life.
Yeah, you faced
I
a lot of
haven't even
cardboard.
been able to defeat cardboard.
Oh my god, can't believe it.
I was almost in a death battle.
Oh yeah, like as a voice actor.
Yeah, I got recommended to do the Aquaman, but I don't know why. I just never followed up on the audition. And then
I don't think it was an audition. I think it was just a guarantee.
If you could
No,
do the
no,
audition
no,
right
there
now,
was
how
a-
would you do it?
There was auditions. I would have done the bubbles, I guess, probably, or something similar.
Yeah.
Well, obviously I could have done it. I just probably would have been like Superman, just I'm Aquaman or whatever.
Oh, there he is,
And-
Aquaman.
Yeah, and someone on YouTube made a cut of it, but they put the sounds of me the gargling Aquaman
Mhm.
into
Gargling
the death battle.
Aquaman's nuts.
Yeah, it's literally like him versus SpongeBob, and he's just going. Yeah, really, the whole time. Which is also,
Christ.
I nearly drown every time I record Aquaman.
And these
I remember I
did
did a recording once where I literally choked on water and got my bed completely wet.
Yeah.
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
You
It
just,
was
like,
for
spit up
the-
everywhere.
It was for Ponies versus the French, like the very intro of it where the pony like drowns in the mud where she goes like, "Oh god!" I like
Well-
gargled water for her like drowning.
It was worth it then.
It was so worth it. I love that performance so much.
Now we got some more comments on the Discord because we don't want to read all of
Make
them
sure you
from
join the
them.
Discord,
We gotta join
guys.
the Discord. Robonorm.
Discord, I'm
I was a
happy.
huge Red vs. Blue fan in high school and early college. I remember getting my DVD to drive my DVD. I remember getting my dad to drive me to Best Buy so I can buy the 1 through 5 DVD 5 sets, which I still have.
It's on YouTube.
I got really into Achievement Hunter Let's Plays for a while too.
Why would you buy?
Whenever I was
DVDs?
working on a project in college, I usually had a Let's Play for my second monitor.
It's on YouTube.
I remember enjoying Camp 2. This is a long comment, by the way. I know
on
they weren't the
YouTube.
best company, but I had a lot of fond memory. Well, if you get the DVD, you can get it signed.
No,
You ever thought that?
I can get a
DVD commentary?
I can get gum signed.
Would you sign a piece of gum?
I wouldn't be against it. I wouldn't be upset. I'd chew it.
Serious answer this time. Rooster Teeth isn't a company that really ever caught my eye. Ruby looks like ass. Oh, yeah, we didn't specify they had to be like nice
Damn.
memories. Camp
Damn.
attracts an audience I despise, and Red vs. Blue seemed interesting, but not something I could stomach, mostly because 19 seasons. Also, I don't like Halo too much. You gotta feel
Alright,
for the people
That's
who don't
David
care.
right there, isn't that? Isn't that the president of Warner Brothers in the chat?
Yeah, David Zaslav.
Yeah, that's him right there. I think. Check his name.
Do you think this is...
Username David from Warner Brothers.
Oh my god. Do you think this is some people's like first not interpretation, like first knowledge of Rooster Teeth at shutting down?
What, our episode?
No, just people in general, because like that comment
Oh.
right there was very mean, and it's like none of this attractive to me at all. So there's got to be people who didn't know this existed finding out.
There has to be people that like watched Ruby on HBO or whatever, and are just now finding out it's like a YouTube channel behind it.
Oh my god, can you imagine that? Watching no, they watched Genlock for the first time and thought like, oh, this Ruby show looks pretty interesting.
The
Oh,
only thing I'm sad about leaving is the Rage guy.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Who?
the guy who hasn't uploaded who hasn't done one of those since like 2012.
I love the one where it's like no Luca no shouting at the fucking cat. I love that one. That's the one I show to people.
I think that's him.
Yeah, that's him. He shouts a lot. He goes, no, dar, and he fucking cusses a lot.
Yeah, he
That guy?
did. He did one on like Happy Wheels or something. And when I was like 11, that was the video. That was
The
the
funniest
that would
video
get me.
you-
I love that shit. I would kick my feet. I'd clap.
He'd run to school every day, show everyone on your computer, and then run back home and then go to yours like, Mommy, I want to see the funny video. And he's like, no, can't watch the funny video until you do your homework.
I still
Finish
do
your
that.
homework.
You still do homework?
You still do your homework.
I do all of that. The whole shebang.
I mean, that's not a weird question. If you went to college,
Mummy, please. I want
Well,
to
now-
watch Happy Wheels.
Exactly. Yeah. I
He's
was
like
British
JJ.
back then.
things change.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know where you were born. You could have been born in Britain and then
Well,
lost
no,
the
no.
accent.
I got better.
Yeah, you got better. You don't eat the fish and chips.
No.
The fish and chips anymore.
Went to a dentist.
And also, you know what this episode is?
What?
It's the 5th episode anniversary of Dev showing up.
Oh,
Wow.
shit.
Yay, 5th episode.
I mean,
But
it's not really anything, but I appreciate you calling it out.
Yeah, it's actually the 7th if you want to get technical.
Well,
because
It's
you're
true.
guests.
keen-eyed viewers
It's the
will
7th
notice.
I've been on, but
Yeah.
it's the 5th that I've been on officially as a host.
As a host.
Keen-eyed viewers would notice that she's been in every episode, just off camera.
Yeah.
Just off camera the whole time.
I whispered jokes in there.
Yeah.
Jokes.
Yeah.
You know
We
what
thought
it's-
we were haunted for a while.
Why do you
We
think they're
didn't know
so
what was going on.
funny? It's because of me, duh.
That's
Yeah, it's
true.
because you, clearly. That's why all
Every
the
part
comments
that
like
you
you.
like, every part
Every
of the show
part
that you
of
like.
every episode that is your favorite is because of me. You're welcome.
What about the parts that didn't
You're
like?
welcome.
We don't talk about that.
That was us.
You know that Twitter meme where it's like, can we not talk about this right now? You know what I'm talking about?
Can we not talk about this right now?
Okay, so I'm gonna show on screen. So this person was revealed to be like a pedophile or something, and they used
Oh.
a fucking image from Hell of a Pause.
Yeah.
That was like,
I've
can we
seen
not
that.
talk about this right now?
And the community note, she's like, this guy's a pedophile.
What
It's
a
like, looks like we
wild
are talking about
way
this
to
now.
respond.
Community notes are fucking awesome.
And you know, it's the other anniversary of.
What?
I mean, not really the specific one. I used
It's
to be
my
on a
friend's
different
birthday, I know
podcast.
that.
It's what? It's your friend's birthday?
It's my friend's birthday.
Happy birthday to your friend.
Happy
the time
birthday,
of the
Happy
friend.
recording.
birthday, Jacob, if you're watching this.
Happy birthday. You gotta make him watch
Well,
it.
it's not his
Just for
birthday
those.
anymore when it comes out, but
Oh, that's okay.
I
No,
now know your date of birth. I'm one step closer. All right.
Well,
keep
they spell
going.
it the weird way, 7/3/2024. You know,
in
day,
France,
month,
yeah, we do day,
Oui,
month,
oui.
year instead of month, day,
You're
year.
right.
But I don't
Yeah.
do that shit.
Thank you.
I'm still
that-
American to my core.
year. Kinda,
Yeah, I do month, then the day, then the year.
Wouldn't that confuse people in your country?
Well, whenever I write down dates, I'm not usually talking to other people
Oh, that makes sense.
or other French people, I should specify.
Other French people.
Yeah, I only
There's
know
like
like
three.
3.
Whoa.
Yeah,
So far.
there's
Whoa.
only 3.
All right.
Yeah, no, there's another anniversary. I used to be on a different podcast, which is not what we're calling this anymore, just not calling anymore. They got canceled forever. It died.
Damn,
Yeah,
wild.
they tried doing a reboot, that died too.
Oof.
And
Pissing
then,
on their graves now.
oh yeah, I'm pissing harder. Then one of the hosts tried to do another podcast, still
How'd
isn't
that
out
go?
yet.
Oh.
Still not,
Yep.
it's
Seems
not out.
like there's a pattern here.
I told the main dude, you should probably tell people in the community tab that this shit's dead. So if you're watching it, it's fucking dead. Never come back. But we're on episode 37 or 38 or whatever, so we're gonna keep going.
All right. Yeah. This is actually the last
Happy birthday.
episode, by the way.
Oh yeah, goodbye everybody. Goodbye.
Yeah. This is it.
Yeah, goodbye. See you never. Don't see you next week.
Don't subscribe, don't like, don't leave a comment that
Don't
we'll read next
subscribe.
week.
Don't like.
Just don't do it. It's not
Don't
worth
expect another
Just don't worry.
video.
Don't expect 2 videos in a row. That'd be weird, actually.
it. That'd be odd. If you see that, expect one of us are in a basement.
Expect a lot.
somewhere.
Goodbye everybody for this week.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah, Dev's not waving because she's cardboard. Goodbye everybody.
Goodbye.
I'll do a
Goodbye.
backflip. A backflip
Do that
goodbye.
quick. Oh shit.
Whoa.
Farewell backflip.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Front flip.
Holy shit.
Ooh.
Oh my god. How is she doing all that? Off,
Oh my
off
God.
camera.
We'll-
Wow.
I'm a gifted woman.
We'll see if I can edit that.
Gee whiz.
It would be really cool if you
shit.
could, but it'd also be pretty funny if I was standing still.
And that's
Goodbye,
how
everybody.
the cookie crumbles. That's how we end the episode
how
all
we
the
end
time. That's how the
That's
that's how
how
the
we end it.
cookie
Bye.
crumbles.
That is
I
how the
like
cookie
cookies.
crumbles.
That's how the
actually.
cookie crumbles.
I miss cookies. I haven't had cookies in months.
That's how the cookie crumbles.